Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy MG Nas, and I'm back here again with another video. And today we got Super Bowl 55 preview and predictions. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button if you will enjoy today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you are new, my name is MG Nas. We post NFL, NBA skits, and UFC content. So if you enjoy that, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and let your friends know to subscribe to the channel, as we are in the ultimate goal to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends to subscribe, so that way we can get to the ultimate goal, 1,000 subscribers. Comment down below your thoughts on the big game, Super Bowl Sunday. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get right into today's video. We got Super Bowl 55. We got arguably one of the greatest matchups in Super Bowl history. You got the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, leading the Buccaneers against the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. The first ever home Super Bowl in NFL history, man. So it's gonna be great, man. The first home Super Bowl is hosted by none other than the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. So that's great, and it's gonna be a great matchup. So I'm gonna break down both teams' keys to win, and I'm gonna break down both matchups. So let's start with the Buccaneers and the Chiefs defenses. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs, because this is a defense that can be scored on, and this defense can be beat. But this defense also has shown that they can play well. Like last week against the Buffalo Bills, they had a very good game. They contained Stephon Diggs. They contained Cole Beasley, John Brown, Josh Allen. They contained the high-powered, the high-scoring Bills offense, and that's a big win for the Chiefs last week. Their defense showed that they can help, and they can contribute, and they can dominate these big, high-powered offenses. And that was a great example last week from the Chiefs. But they've also had some games, like the first and second game they played this year against the Raiders, that they can be gotten, they can be scored on, and that's what we're gonna get into. You got guys like Rashad Breeland, you got the Honey Badger, you got Chris Jones, Frank Clark. Those guys are the leader of your Chiefs defense. But those guys can't do it all, man. You need help in this specific game. You need help from guys like Anthony Hitchens. You need help from guys like Matt Sorensen. You know, the under the radar guys. You need those guys to show up big, guys with experience, and I think that's what you're gonna need from the Chiefs defense. And I think the Chiefs defense won't do much this game, but I just think that if they do want the best chance to win, this defense does have to perform at a high level. Now let's break down the Buccaneers defense, man. You got guys like Antoine Winfield Jr. You got guys like Devin White, Levante David, Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Ndamukong Suh. You got guys like that who are very talented, but this is also another defense who can be scored on. Antoine Winfield's a young, nice safety, but their corners are kind of iffy. I mean, you got guys like Carlton Davis who are there, but your cornerbacks are led by a couple of average cornerbacks. You don't really have a true number one corner in this Tampa Bay Buccaneers system, so it's going to be interesting. But Todd Bowles has done a great job on kind of disguising his corners and kind of having his safeties play a high role when it comes to coverage, and have his linebackers play a big role when it comes to coverage. But the corners will be an issue going up against Tyreek Hill. As y'all know, earlier in the regular season when the Chiefs played the Buccaneers, Tyreek Hill had a field day. He just walked in there and woke up feeling dangerous, man. And you can't have Tyreek Hill feeling that way. So that's both defenses. Now, what do both defenses have to do to win a game? What are the keys for these defenses? The keys for the Chiefs defense is to get pressure to Brady, because if you don't get pressure to Brady, you give him time in the pocket to read the defense. His best ability in my opinion, is reading the defense. One of his best abilities, I should say, is reading the defense. When Brady reads the defense and knows exactly what play the defense is running, he is basically unstoppable. He knows the holes in your defense. So you got to get pressure to him to make him not read to defense, to make him force the ball, because the Green Bay Packers showed last week when you get pressure on him, he can throw 3 interceptions in the second half. So that is something really big that the Chiefs have to consider doing, is sending a lot of blitzes or sowing coverage and then blitzing their linebackers, or sowing different variations of blitzes, sowing some zone blitzes, some man blitzes. You got to do different variations of blitzes to kind of get Tom Brady off guard and then get him pressured. You got to do weird things. You got to confuse him, and that's what you will have to do. The keys for the Buccaneers defense is to take away the top 2 guys, Mahomes' first 2 reads, and that's Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Usually when teams go up against the Chiefs, they say, all right, we're going to double team Kelce and leave Hill one-on-one. We're going to double team Hill and leave Kelce one-on-one. What you have to do, and they have the linebackers and the safeties to do this, you double team Travis Kelce, you double team Tyreek Hill, and if you do that, you're taking away Patrick Mahomes' first 2 reads. You take away Mahomes' first 2 reads, that will give time for the edge rushers like Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaquille Barrett to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. And I think if you do that, if you're the Buccaneers defense, that'll give the defense the most chance to be successful. Now let's look at the keys in the matchup of these 2 offenses. You got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Tom Brady, not Clyde Edwards, I'm sorry, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones II versus Patrick Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You got Darrell Williams, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins. Will Sammy Watkins be playing? Because I don't think he played last week. But yeah, you got the high-powered Chiefs offense. And the key to the Buccaneers offense is to have long, sustainable drives. Keep Mahomes off the field as long as possible. And if they do that, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a chance at winning this game. So if I'm the Buccaneers, I'm having a long, sustained drive offensively. And if I'm the Chiefs offense, like I said, the guys I just mentioned, Patrick Mahomes, you got the good running backs, Edwards-Helaire, Darrell Williams, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. I'm having quick drives. I'm having quick scoring drives, because they showed last time they played Tampa Bay, if you start off with a 21 or 28-0 lead against Tampa Bay, it's hard for them to come back. Tampa Bay, you got to put them down and keep them there. And if you come out with a big lead and you do that, that'll take the heart, that'll take the fight out of the Buccaneers, because they're just going to be down early. So if I'm the Chiefs, I'm going to at least start off the game with a fast-paced, up-tempo offense, tire out this defense, and then just keep scoring quick. And then every time Brady scores, you go down and you score as fast as you can. You got to try to overwhelm this Buccaneers defense who doesn't have the experience like this Chiefs offense does. But that's the keys for the offense for both offenses, man. And we got to look at the coaches in this one too. You got Bruce Arians, you got Andy Reid. Andy Reid, who's a Super Bowl champion, man. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's been to multiple NFC and AFC championships. I believe he's been to 5 NFC championships with the Eagles. He's been to 3 AFC championships with the Chiefs. 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl win. So he's 1 for 2 in the big game. So when you look at Andy Reid, he has he really has the most experience coaching wise. He's 1 for 2 in the Super Bowl, and I think he has the advantage in that way. You look at Bruce Arians, who's been a good coach with Arizona, who's retired but came back and started coaching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is a good coach. I believe he's a top 10 coach this year in the NFL. Along with Todd Bowles, I think really, and I said I would break down the head coaches, but Todd Bowles is a big help, and he's a big part to the Bruce Arians coaching staff, and I don't think Todd Bowles gets enough credit for being there and helping. But you look at the coaches, I definitely think the Chiefs have the advantage in this one. But yeah, man, I broke down the keys to win for offenses, defenses. I broke down the coaching matchups. Now it's time to get to the big matchup. And before we get into that, though, If you did not see my Super Bowl prediction in my last week's podcast episode, link will be in the description. I have a podcast with my two other friends, and I did my Super Bowl prediction on my last episode. So you guys have to go watch the podcast, and you guys gotta give your predictions to go see my predictions on my last podcast episode with my two other friends. The Ben podcast link will be in the description. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna take a bold pick. But for this year's Super Bowl, I'm gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's why. I think Tom Brady, he doesn't really want to say it, but I really have a feeling that this is Tom Brady's last year. I think this is the year he will try to end off on top. It's hard for sports athletes to go out a champion, and I think Brady will take this opportunity to do that. I think that they have long, sustainable drives. I don't think the Chiefs' defense gets pressure on Brady, so I think he'll be able to read the defense and pick this defense apart. Now, I do think the Chiefs' offense will have a great game, but it will come down to Tom Brady in the fourth quarter. And I'm sorry, Chiefs fans, you may disagree, but I trust Tom Brady in the fourth quarter a little bit more than I trust Patrick Mahomes in the fourth quarter. And that's not an indictment on Patrick Mahomes. That's not saying that Patrick Mahomes isn't great. I just have a feeling the Buccaneers will win this game. That's my predictions. That's my preview for Super Bowl 55. Let me know your guys' preview in the comment section. Hit the like button. Comment down below your predictions. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the post notification bell so that way y'all don't miss any video. It's your boy MG Nas. And until next time, I am out. Peace.